It's the biggest musical in the West End. It's been running for over 20 years now.
Indeed. Leading ladies, Kinky Dee, she's been there.
Kinky Dee.
She's been there.
Carol
King, Barbara Dixon, Mel C. Well, the last time we were talking about leading lady here, she was here on the couch and she got nominated for all sorts of awards. New face on the Blood Brothers block now. It is Natasha Hamilton, formerly of Atomic Kitten.
Hello.
Very good
Happy
seeing
New Year.
you.
Oh, Happy New Year.
When are you coming back, that Atomic Kitten? That's a bit of a long layoff, isn't it?
Oh, extended 7-year break. We still do things together. We do a lot of charity work, but, you know, we've all gone into our own little, gone our separate ways and doing our own little things.
We say little things. This is a big, big thing, because this is your, well, your acting debut, so you've never acted before. You're going straight into the West End. Into the lead female role in Blood Brothers, with all those
following
people
in really big
you.
footsteps. But I love a challenge, and, you know, 7 years on, I'm ready for it, and I just can't wait. I start rehearsing next Monday, 2 weeks of intensive rehearsals, and then I'm on, first show.
In those 7 years, you have had 3 babies. Have you found out what's causing that yet?
It's just catching, isn't it?
It's catching. It's catching. So it was hardly a retirement for you. You were very busy, and you're busy being mum.
Yeah.
So the question is, being a mum, it's all right saying you want to get back and you want to do this, but it's very intensive. It's not near your home. It's in London, in the West End.
Yeah.
What's the family arrangement? What's going to happen?
Well, I'm moving down with my youngest son. He's 7 months, and I've got my sister coming to help out, be nanny and help along. And then my husband's going to commute weekends with the kids. Because they're settled in school, I wouldn't want to take them out.
How old's your oldest boy? He's 8, 9.
Josh is 8, Harry's 6, he's over there. Hello all
Harry.
children.
Hello, Harry.
And,
Hiya, Harry.
So, I mean, it's going to be a big 6-month adventure for the kids, you know, lots of fun, coming to London, doing different things, meeting new people.
I think it's for the children. You don't really need to worry about the children, because they just can't take everything in their stride. It's as mothers, we get that mother guilt thing. Whatever we're not working, we think, oh, I should be working, contributing to the family pot.
I'm the one who's going, I'm moving in a week, and they're like, oh, are you? You know, they're not fazed by it. I'll be the one maybe crying, but I'll have to put all that emotion into when I'm acting on stage.
What you're doing, And will you be fazed at all about the big comeback, as it were, for you?
No, because I thrive being on stage, singing live and performing, so I just can't wait to get out there and show people what I'm made of, really.
It's very interesting. A lot of people won't know what you're made of, but since your retirement, being a full-time mummy, it's amazing. You've had a #1 in Brazil.
Yes.
And you've a sort of parallel career, a solo career, that is yet to hit these shores. Why is that? How has that worked out?
Well, I've just been taking my time writing my album, making sure I've been writing with the best writers I could possibly work with. So I've been over in the States writing with a guy called Toby Gad, who's worked with the likes of Beyonce and Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, and also another guy called Jim Beans.
So this is your single, Miss Emotional,
Miss Emotional. This is going to be my first single out in April. And I wrote the song just through personal experience. It's about coming through adversity. I think we've all been through those times when you just feel like you can't go on, and, you know, you're very upset and the weight of the world's on your shoulders, but it's about, you know, overcoming them emotions, picking yourself up and, you know, being strong.
And talking of that, you know, your former bandmate, Kerry Katona, of course, has really picked herself up, hasn't she, and turned her life around.
She's doing amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to Kerry for years, but I've followed her on her new show, and I've seen that she's coming up in Dancing on Ice, and I wish her all the best.
Yeah, I mean, even her look. I was watching something that featured her last night.
That's a bad picture, that. That's old.
Well,
I
it's a
think
few years ago.
Atomic Kitten did your very first appearance here. I think it was me and John Leslie.
Yes,
when you were all wee things.
Yeah, we'd gone off to Japan.
Yeah.
And the camera crew followed us. Wow, that was about 11 years ago.
Many moons ago, yeah.
And the lovely thing is, your husband, he's made you into a sort of brand, hasn't he? You're a sort of business brand.
Hamilton.
Brand Hamilton. The Royal H is in lots of places around the Northwest. Where would you see that?
Well, we've been opening coffee shops all around the Northwest. We've got one at the Pierhead Ferry Terminal, Lime Street Station, Liverpool Airport.
Gosh, it's an empire.
Yeah, well, you know, can't always be trusting my vocals. So we need something to fall back on when I'm too old to sing.
So how long are you going to be in Blood Brothers for? Do you know that
I'm there for 6 months. I started the 24th of January and I'm on till the 30th of July.
Because a lot of people say when you're in a show like that, you have to have real stamina, you know, so you say you're very excited about being back on stage, but it is a long
it is.
kind of race, isn't it?
It's 8 shows a week. You get 2 days where you've got to do a matinee, so it is going to be exhausting. So I've just got to make sure that I'm eating right, and my New Year's resolution is to get in the gym and, you know, get fitter, so I've got that stamina.
And what about learning lines? Because obviously the songs are not going to be a problem for you, but...
I can learn songs just like that really quickly. The lines is a bit harder, but I've had the script for a few months and I've got it all under the belt now.
And did you see Mel C in the role? Did you go and see the show when she was in it?
Mel came to Liverpool and I went to see her and I met her backstage and we had a little gab. She said to me, how you feel? I was like, I'm really nervous. And she said, I felt exactly the same, but all the cast are lovely and they make you feel really welcome. So.
And look at how good it has been for her.
Yeah.
People see her in a different light, I suppose, as a theatrical performer now as well.
Yeah. Well, I think people will see me as Natasha the woman after this instead of, you know, Natasha the young girl who was once, you know, in a pop band.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, we wish you well with
success.
it. It's a great show and a great part.
Thank you.
And I hope the kids enjoy London.
Yeah, they will.
Don't you worry about them. They'll be fine. Don't get the mummy guilt. They'll be absolutely fine.
Keep in touch with Twitter there. We were just sort of trying to put on you're on here on the show today, but it takes me too long to do it. I can't even see that screen.
I can't see it. I mean, it's terrible, isn't it? So a terrible thing, old age, isn't it? Matt will have a look for us. Thanks,
no, you
Natasha.
don't see it as old age. Natasha's got the right philosophy there. Natasha, the woman now.
Yeah.
So it's Ruth, the more mature woman. That's what it is.
Don't worry, he'll suffer for that later. I laugh now, but he knows he's in trouble. Anyway, Dermot Gavin.